occurring. This is way back at the beginning of 2017. We knew that Flynn had been treated wrongly. We knew that information was getting out into the press. But we also had people that had come to us and said that, look, we think this is occurring everywhere. And what I was able to find just through a quick cursory look was that we noticed dozens of reports that if it said Trump or Trump transition official, those were being unmasked. And so, you know, this is not really anything new that we haven't talked about in the past that we knew. It's just that it was covered up by the media. That's really the problem here. I went out and publicly said this, and my reward for that was being accused of leaking information to the White House. So, you know, I spent time trying to clear.
No, you were lambasted. You were called every name in the book by a lot of folks who now seem to be somewhat silent or not spending a whole lot of time on this story anymore, which is interesting in and of itself. Devin Nunes-Carson, thank you. Good to see you tonight.
Thank you.
So the administrator for the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, Seema Verma, on how the federal government plans to respond to the COVID-19 catastrophe occurring in our nation's nursing homes. That is next.
Ma'am, do you know I have rolled you over?
Actually, no.
I noticed that I've changed your AC filters in over 6 months.
Excuse me?
You should change them every 3 months.
Okay.
Also, these filters are not properly measured.
Is that a thing?
You know, FilterBuy.com offers custom sizing.
FilterBuy?
I'm going to have to write you a citation to visit FilterBuy.com.
Okay, but could you please get out of my kitchen?
Yes, ma'am. FilterBuy.com reminds you to change your air filter every 3 months. Custom order any size, any MERV rating at FilterBuy.com. Good day, ma'am.
That's the pantry.
Your brain changes as you get older, but Prevagen helps your brain. In a clinical trial, a subgroup of adults with normal or mild memory impairment improved in measures related to memory. Prevagen is the #1 pharmacist-recommended memory support brand. You can find it in the vitamin aisle in stores everywhere. Prevagen, healthier brain, better life. 2019 Pharmacy Times survey. Statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This is that place where truck drivers are treated with respect and work-life balance exists. A place where you can average $87,500 or the equivalent of 89 cents per mile in your first year. A place where home time guarantees you'll be with the ones you love every single week. A place where benefits reflect your hard work, where you know that you'll never have to load or unload freight. A place where truck drivers are among the first to respond in times of need, delivering water and emergency supplies to the people who need it most. You want to work for that place, make a difference for that place, and most importantly, you want to drive for that place. That place is Walmart, and we offer a variety of benefits starting day one, including well-maintained equipment, a quarterly safety bonus, and pay when taking a DOT break on the road. And we're hiring truck drivers all across the country. To apply online, visit driveforwalmart.com. That's drive, the number 4, walmart.com. Walmart's an equal opportunity employer.
Staying home feels better when everything looks its best. Now's the time to focus on your outdoor projects. Look around. If your exterior siding, walls, decks, awnings, and outdoor furniture have grimy green or black stains from algae, mold, and mildew, they are taken away from the beauty of your home. Clean them the easy way with the original and still the best 30 seconds outdoor cleaner. Put away the pressure washer, mate. You won't need it. For over 40 years, homeowners nationwide have used our family's 30 seconds cleaner to make their homes look their absolute best. Yours can too. Choose either our hose-ready sprayer or the concentrate that you mix 50-50 in your favorite sprayer. Spray on, let stand, lightly brush heavily soiled surfaces with a stiff broom, then just hose away the stains from algae, dirt and ground. It's fast and it's clean when you want it clean. Find it at your favorite hardware and home improvement stores or visit 30secondscleaners.com for a store near you.
I'm Nick Soboleski, a SelectQuote agent with a true story of how SelectQuote goes to bat for you buying term life insurance. A while back, a man called me who had prostate cancer. He asked if I could beat a very high quote another life insurance agent had given him. I said, let me see. Liked pertinent information, then shopped the highly rated, price-competitive companies we represent, and found one who pre-approved him for a premium way below what he had been quoted. When it comes to term life insurance, no other company touches SelectQuote's experience and expertise in finding the right policy at the right price for almost anyone. How about you?
For your free quote, call 800-935-6700. That's 800-935-6700. 800-935-6700. Or go to SelectQuote.com. We shop, you save.
America's listening, streaming, and engaging with Fox News. America is watching Fox News. Sirius XM Channel 114.
We have focused a lot on the story on one of the most important and largest parts of the tragic coronavirus deaths that have happened in America. Yes, we know that the virus attacks the old primarily, but the level of acceptance and in some rare cases what appears to have been outright negligence that led to some of these deaths certainly cries out for some inquiry and some investigation. So it's easy to see that something is just not right in some of these situations, and we owe these people, the veterans among them and their families, some answers that are better perhaps than this one that we heard today from the governor of New York. He was asked about the 139 New Yorkers in long-term care who died, and that was just on Saturday. Here's what he said.
82 families who suffered in homes, and for accountability to see.
We get just those families who had 139 deaths. What is justice? Who can we prosecute for those deaths? Nobody. Older people, vulnerable people are going to die from this virus. And that is a fact. And that is not going to change.
About 5,600 New Yorkers died in nursing homes of COVID-19, and new nationwide data says that 41% of all the deaths in America from this virus are traced to nursing homes or assisted living facilities. 41%. So joining me now is the person in charge of overseeing these facilities at the federal level, administrator for the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, Seema Verma, also a member, of course, of the White House Task Force on the virus. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Seema, good to have you with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Good to see you, Martha.
So, good to see you. So, what's your reaction, when you hear that from Governor Cuomo? And I've spoken to families who have lost loved ones in this situation. That is not a statement from him that is going to give many of them a whole lot of comfort.
Well, Martha, every life is precious, and that's why this administration started very early in making sure that we were doing everything we can to keep nursing home residents safe. They deserve that. Older individuals have taken care of us their whole lives, and they deserve to be respected and to be protected.
So I guess when you say you've been doing everything that you can, I'm curious what that exactly means. What have you, from the federal perspective, mandated? Did you mandate testing right away? Did you surge tests to all of these facilities around the country right away? That's one question that I have. What did you mandate in terms of testing, and when?
Starting from a broad oversight, from the very beginning, we recognized that nursing homes were going to be vulnerable, and we put out a series of guidance and recommendations to our nursing homes. We also have been working with state and local officials. Just as level set, the responsibility and oversight of nursing homes is both the federal and state government. On the federal level, we set the guidelines, and the states are actually boots on the ground. They do the inspections, and they're responsible for licensing. And one of the things that we did very early...
You only do, let me just clarify that. So you would say that you do not have any ability to mandate anything that happens at these facilities? Is that what you're saying? You cannot mandate anything at them?
The federal government sets requirements, and so if a nursing home is in violation of any of those requirements, there's obviously sanctions or civil monetary penalties, and we also have the ability to revoke our Medicare and Medicaid payments. But the licensing of these facilities and their ability to operate rests with the state. So it's a joint federal-state partnership.
All right, So one of the things that I've heard from people that I've spoken to at nursing homes is that in the beginning they couldn't get the tests that they wanted. Then when they got the tests that they wanted, it would take at least a week to turn them around. So they would have patients together in these sometimes close quarters where, they're waiting a week, and by that point it's too late. And the virus has begun to spread, throughout that entire hallway. So why is it, having seen what we saw in Italy, we knew that the first hotspot was Washington State in the home there. Why wasn't it that the best tests that we had were not surged to these facilities, which we knew housed the most vulnerable population in the whole country, right away?
Well, one of the things that we called on, weeks ago is a call to action for state and local leaders to emphasize and to work with nursing facilities to make sure that they had access to testing. One of the things that we did on the federal level was to increase reimbursement for testing and actually for the first time pay for labs to go out to nursing homes to collect samples. So on the federal level, we've made that recommendation, we've called to action, and you've seen a response to that. We've seen governors across the country testing their nursing homes. You've seen that increase in reimbursement, and because of that, we're seeing more and more nursing homes being tested.